All right, salam guys. My name is Omar Aish from the Shawarma Boys, and this is our MFL Youth Podcast. Salam alaikum guys. My name is Hassan Aish from the Loma Gang. We're gonna do this podcast weekly.
Assalamu alaikum guys, my name is Ahmed Ali from Shabab al-Sabt and we're going to be doing this every week with me, Omar Aish and Hassan Aish.
All right. So, what are you guys' opinion for the first week? The league. All right. Well, for the first game, the Shabab Al Sabt versus Golden Eagles, 48-13, kind of a blowout, but both teams were missing a few people. I know Shabab Al Sabt was missing three key players. Yeah,
Four key players. We were missing 4 key players. Zayd didn't come.
4 key players. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it called? Hamada, Nadim, Ali, and
Zayd.
Yeah. And also, no offense, Ahmed Ali, but your team was kind of a little slow on defense.
On defense, we kind of choked a little bit. I mean, we were kind of confused. We need to work that out. We need to start making a plan. We need to get ready for that. On offense, I don't know. On offense, we were doing pretty decent. Ibrahim was throwing some good throws. Yeah. I feel like the wide receivers on the corners kind of, messed up a little bit, running some routes, but we're going to work on that, inshallah. And on defense, we need to strengthen that.
Yeah. It's just remember, it's the first week, so, we can
always make a comeback. Inshallah, next week we're going to be playing Shawarma Boys. We'll be playing Omar, and we're probably going to work on it, and we'll come back, inshallah.
All right, there's your competitor right there, Omar. Yeah, I know. All right. So, let's talk about the second game. It was Team Grandpa versus the Shawarma Boys.
All right, let me start it off, guys. Team Grandpa, 2 players. Come on, man. What happened? What happened, Alan?
Yeah, I went to that game and I was like, I only saw 2 red players. I was like, where's everyone else?
Saeed and Ilyas. I got confused, man. I was like, Alan needs to get his team together. Nobody came. Nobody.
Yeah, but Omar right here, he's just cooking that team. Get 3 touchdowns. Not only that, celebrating after them.
Man, I saw that. That was pretty crazy. Man was doing CPR on the football.
There's not a lot of celebrations, but I'm bringing it alive. And it's funny to see how Yanez is just kind of being a little modest. He's not being a little he's not being too cocky, saying, "Oh, I'm so good," and he's like, "Come on, guys, I'm not so good. You guys gotta get open." He's pushing his team to be so good. Of course, Yanez is a great team player. That's why I love being on his team, and
the most important thing for a QB is to give your team directions, giving them routes, telling them what to do. If you give them these directions and instructions, then you have no problems. I think a few QBs in this league need to work that out. Every QB does. If they work that out and they give their team specific instructions, that team will do perfect.
Yeah, inshallah. Honestly, I have to say for now, week 2, Alan's team, you need to work on your game. You need to win next week. Well, you can't.
This week really, we just had substitute players because there were only 2 people here. But we're going to see the real competition.
Week 1, so. But still, they need to work on themselves. They need to show up and play really good.
Mm-hmm. Shawarma Boys did really good that game. I feel like teamwork was an important thing that they focused on, and they got themselves to the end zone every time.
Yeah, and not to mention your guys' defense was pretty good. You guys weren't playing man like every other team. Man's pretty much a little difficult, and playing zone. Not a lot of people understand zone, but you guys were pretty good at that. It's pretty good to to play zone. It's really important for every
Yeah,
person to
and for
know.
defense, the QB didn't have really much options. You guys were locking him up. He like I saw him for a little while. He was taking too long trying to make that decision. Who should he throw to? It was too much.
Yeah, I was super happy that we played zone. It worked out perfectly. We all played really good. And
hmm
yeah,
It was Tawfiq who was playing their QB, right?
Tawfiq and Omar. Yeah, they were switching up a little bit.
That's why. I remember Tawfiq being on the field. He was doing pretty decent. I like him as a QB. You know, he has an arm. He can make those quick decisions. That's pretty good. And he also gives like I said earlier, he gives those players instructions so that they know exactly what to do.
Yeah. All right. Did we actually talk about? We didn't really talk much about the Golden Eagles. Like, let's go back to like the first game about the Golden Eagles. Like, let's talk about more about Tawfiq and their defense. You know.
So one thing for me out on the defense, looking on the offensive side for them, Yassine and Omar Qadi were their two main players who made some really big plays. We need to look for them on offense. We really do. Yassine's really fast. He juked me a few times. He juked everybody a few times. Same thing with Omar Qadi. We need to look out for them. Maaz was playing blocker. We had Tawfiq QB. Mekair was running them short routes. We had Zayd on him. And for defense.
And you guys were missing, or they were like missing. Was it Nuh and Dawood?
Yeah, Nuh and Dawood. They were together.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Nuh was his first round and Dawood was his third or second.
They might have been his third round.
Yeah, I think Yassine was his second. Anyway, they were two important players for Golden Eagles, and they didn't show up. They also didn't have Salah come or Shohan. I believe they didn't have those two there either.
Yeah, but you know what? They somehow succeeded, and like also like looking at their defense, their defense is pretty good. Like they didn't like get like they were on man, but they didn't like let their man like get out of sight. They were like close to them.
Yeah, they were sticking to their man, and honestly, I just want to question Tawfiq's draft strategy. I mean, like, no hate or anything, but you picked up 3 blockers. Like, I want to know what his like mentality was behind it. What was he thinking?
Who are his 3 blockers?
Yeah, he had Salah, Shohan, and Maaz. I don't know why he got 3 blockers. He was planning on switching them out or what. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, they did beat us because, obviously the player situation, and we needed to work on our defense a little bit. Ibrahim was playing good for QB. I really liked his throws. He was making those quick, good decisions too. Yeah. On defense, they were sticking to us. They didn't give Ibrahim a lot of options as well. But at the end, we did make a touchdown or 2.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about Game 3. Lonely Gang and the Sand Ninjas. So what are you guys' thoughts about it?
Well, Sand Ninjas, at least their team came, and Loma Game, their team came too. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, just gonna say it wasn't that easy. Like it was like a pretty even match. Honestly, I have to say it was probably the best game watching this week.
Pretty intense.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty even too. Like it wasn't like one side was blowing the other side. It was back to back.
Yeah. Both teams had really good players, and both teams made really good plays. Yeah, especially on our team, like on the defense side, we had 2 picks. And like our QB, he's pretty phenomenal. Like how he throws deep balls, and he's pretty accurate.
He has quite an arm. He could throw those long balls. He'll have it like exactly on target to get a big gain of yards. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Man, Omar Yusuf, he was doing really good out there, of course.
He deserves that first round pick, man. He deserves that first round. He's amazing, He has those hands. But like if you get the ball to him, if it's not impossible, and if there's like even a slight chance of him getting it, he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it.
Now, everyone was having little doubts on Tokir. This like before the season, like they're saying like, no, you're not gonna be like a second rounder. But no, like I think he pretty much deserves to be like at least like like second round, first round. He's really good at like going deep and catching the balls.
He got hands too. He has hands. He just needs to work on his stamina. I think a few players need to work on that too.
Yeah, like speaking for myself too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I look. You need to work on that too.
Yeah.
Get tired real quick.
Look at Omar Ahmed's team. Like they had some good defense. They're like their man was pretty. Their man coverage is pretty decent, and like they had some like good blocks as well.
I mean, I think he was expecting them to cut in because on most of the plays I saw the inside players they were cutting, right? So I think he expected it, which is why he put the safeties to try to like predict that and to know that like the two corners he had those like perfectly covered and the two insides they were covered as well. Yeah. He was playing some really good defense. I think he expected those plays to come out.
And his first rounder pick, Matic, like a pretty good choice, considering that he's like a basketball player. Like he's like really fast. He can like jump real high. Like you can throw it over anybody, but like he'll catch it. He can.
If you put him on someone, for defense, if you put it on someone, he's gonna get that pick. He's gonna get that stop. He's good.
Yeah. I was surprised when Matic did that week. He was doing really good. Making some jukes and catching the ball. It was really good. Yeah. And it's kind of funny how Omar Ahmed, like his strategy is picking 3 basketball players. He picked Matic, Hamza, and was it Samir? Yeah.
I mean, well, that's smart because if you pick tall basketball players, on defense they're gonna play really good man coverage, and on offense they have hops. So if you lob it to them or throw it high, they're gonna catch it over the person. They're gonna moss on him.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah. Well, man, Omar Ahmed, like, he's a really good quarterback. I mean, I would really recommend him as a receiver, but like if he's gonna get rushed, then he's gonna be off and make like some good jukes. He's really fast. He has like that kind of speed where I would say like a receiver would have, but really like I think he kind of deserves to be QB for this season.
Yeah, I think he's playing QB because there's no better option. He's doing really good at QB, but QB or outfield, he's a really good player. He'll play really good outfield. He'll get those catches, and he can run. He can make those jukes, and he can play QB. So he's really he deserves to be captain. He's a good player. He'll play anything you need him to.
Yeah. Alrighty, then let's talk about week 2 thoughts. So we kind of covered Shawarma Boys versus Shabab al-Sabt. You guys want to go over that more, or why not? Yeah, let's hear about it. Alrighty.
I mean, I don't know what we need to watch out for you guys is your guys' defense, really. I mean, Shawarma Boys, your defense is kind of serious, and your offense too. So what we need to do is we need to get our defense together because last game we really didn't know what we were kind of doing on defense. We need to get our defense together so we can lock you guys up. And on offense, we need to get our plays together.
Well, on offense, you are going to get back Nadim and Ali and Hamada. So
yeah, but I mean, like I said, without clear instructions for those players, they wouldn't be known. Like they can make catches. They're good. It's just that they need to know what they're doing, So like Ibrahim, he gives them like a quick play, make a cut, make this, make that, make a slant, whatever you're gonna do, right? So that they can make that quick slant and he'll throw that dot.
But Nadim, he's a football player at Blue Valley North, and he pretty much knows some good plays. So if you can coordinate like the team to know what to do, I think if you can get them to the same page, then the whole team could probably succeed in the game.
Yeah, we have a few experienced players. We have Nadim, who played for Blue Valley. We have Ibrahim, who did a couple years in MFL, I'm pretty sure, is what he said. So yeah, he's they're pretty experienced. They'll be giving us plays. They'll be suggesting stuff, and then Ali will choose if they want if he'll accept it.
Yeah. Alrighty then. Well, let's look at your side of your team for that game. Well, yeah. So like Ahmed Ali said, your defense is pretty good. Zone, you're probably guys gonna play. Um, but like for offense, you guys are gonna like use Azuz more. Hopefully Azuz could play more. He is a really good player.
Yeah, when I saw him walk on the field last week, I was really impressed. Yanni, like with a broken fibula, and he still made a touchdown. That's really good for someone who's injured. Next week I'm looking forward to looking for him on the field.
Yeah.
He'll make a great addition to the team. He was a first rounder too, even with a broken leg. So that's how you know he's a good player, and he's really exciting to watch.
Yeah, our team needs to honestly, because you guys have really tall players, and defense honestly for you guys is going to be kind of hard to deal with for our offense. You have tall players like when Nadim has safety if he's playing, and you guys just you guys are really fast and all that stuff. Everyone's gonna have to work more hard and just play at their top game if we want to put points on the board. And our defense, we got to watch out for Hamada and Nadim. They're pretty fast and they know how to catch. So
yeah, I mean, our defense, if we could get it together, we'll be we'll be unstoppable. We have Sad, he's really tall. If we put him on man, if we put him against like a short guy, I don't know, like an average height guy, he'll work wonders.
Well, I mean, looking at the game, I mean, I think Ibrahim gave him the ball a few times, but it was kind of a little unsuccessful. But like I said before, this is the beginning of the season, so inshallah he'll get better during the season, and yeah.
Yeah, for week 1, it was really just to test out everybody, see where they would work at. So we really didn't know, for example, me. I mean, people were like, I don't know, let's put him on the side or whatever, and let's keep him to the side. Let's keep him on a wide receiver. Let's keep him on that the two sides, right? It was me, it was Sammy, and then after that, I'm pretty sure that they concluded that I should be a tight end because they saw my skill and they saw where I'd play best. So it was really just to test the players out and to see how well they do wherever they put them, and then they'll figure it out. So for Sad, I don't know. We put him rushing on defense, but I think after week 1, we're gonna put him as a linebacker because I think he'd do really good there.
Who do you think would be the better, blocker or rusher on your team?
Blocker, I mean, that's the thing. I'm probably gonna play blocker for a few plays, and we're gonna switch out. It really depends. For next week, we're probably going to switch out between me and Saad on offense. We're going to give Saad a few plays. I'm going to get a few plays.
Yeah.
We're going to see how that works out. And if it doesn't work out, we're going to, during halftime, we'll figure something out. But for the first half, we're going to switch between me and Saad.
All right. So next, the second game for week 2 is going to be Team Grandpa and the Sin Ninjas. So Omar Ahmed's team and Alan's team. Two good.
I'm excited to see that.
Alan, great QB. Omar Ahmed, great receiver, but also he would be great QB as well. But let's look at Alan's team first. Well, technically we haven't seen much of his team yet. I haven't I haven't recognized.
Yeah, I mean, we can't really rate them. We only saw 2 players, Saeed and Ilyas. Which Saeed did great, by the way. He made a few catches. Ilyas did as well.
Yeah, and we obviously know Adan, his QB skills are pretty good. He can throw deep, and he can bring some fire to the team as well. Yeah, pushing them is one key thing to having a good team.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah. Omar Ahmed's team, in my opinion, I think that if Anand's team is gonna, go on defense, against their offense, they're probably not gonna use their they're not gonna use their rusher like our team did, because
Yeah.
like if you're gonna cross the line, then Omar Ahmed's gone, right?
Hmm.
Like
Exactly.
yeah, yeah,
I agree. I agree. And Omar Ahmed, when we saw him last week, he had a few shorter guys on the field, so he's gonna have to watch out for that on offense and on defense. For defense, you better hope they got hops. You know what I mean? Fedi Nasser. I mean, I saw him play. I was really impressed. He's a short guy, but he made a few catches, made a few runs as well. So there are a few of those guys out there who are good, but it's just their height. I mean, you gotta know.
yeah. And again, Alan's team, they have to when they come in week 2, hopefully, inshallah, they need to adjust real quick. They need to be on their top game because they can't just slack off. They have to play really good.
Yeah, they're going against a tough team. They're going against a tough team. It's going to be pretty fair, pretty even. So they need to get their game together, and they need to actually get their players to come this week.
Yeah, hopefully, inshallah, they'll come.
Inshallah.
And for the last game in week 2, we have Loma Gang versus the Golden Eagles. All right. So what do you think, Ahmed?
I mean, well, the Golden Eagles. I mean, we kind of saw how they can play. We didn't see a lot of them because Noor and Dawood, which are some pretty good players on their team. We didn't see them play. We did see Yassin and Omar Qadi though. Those are the two guys Loma Gang needs to watch out for. On the running side, if they just toss it to Yassin or Omar Qadi and they just go, they'll like make cuts. They could juke, they could like run. They could.
Yeah.
So you guys need to watch out for that. And Noor, he's pretty fast and he could jump. So you guys need to watch out for that too. I suggest put a tall player on him, a tall and fast player on him.
Well, I mean, like just saying, like maybe like if my team is like considering, we might think about playing zone, but if not, man would be probably our only option. Like since most of our team kind of like are a little adapted to that kind of play during on defense. And not only that, but like the rest of the teams as well are kind of like they kind of prefer that kind of play rather than just zone,
Yeah. For zone, you guys are gonna need to watch out for the running plays. So you guys better have your linebackers getting ready for that. Having two, people gonna come out run at you, either Omar or Yassin, because those are the two pretty fast players. Mekaid maybe too. They might hand that off. They might give him a toss or something, and he'll run it and get those few extra yards. So you guys need to watch out for that on defense.
Yeah. Okay, so looking at our offense.
Offense, you have. I lost my thought. I thought I was gonna say. On offense, you guys need to watch out because you guys need to stick to your men. You know what I mean? Because they have a pretty fast offense. You guys have Yassin, Omar Qadi, Nuh, Dawood. These guys are really fast. So you guys are gonna have to watch out for that on defense.
Yeah. And you guys can't have like a mismatch. You guys need to figure out who to guard, because if you guys don't know who to guard, then it's gonna be easy touchdown for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right. So looking at throughout week 1, what do you think of the future league for this season? What do you think is gonna what are some good things that are gonna happen during this league?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, there are a few good players out there that deserve an MVP award. I mean, I don't know. I can't give really any suggestions because I haven't seen enough, but I have seen a few good players. Omar Al Yusuf is definitely one of them. New haven't seen yet, but I'm pretty sure he'd be a good nomination. There are a few good players out there, so we'll see what's going on. The best QBs out of all the QBs, I mean, that's a tough one. You have a lot of good QBs in this league, so I don't know. I really can't decide. I mean, Ibrahim is good. Omar Ahmed is good. I mean, Alan, I haven't seen him yet, but Yanal is pretty good too. So we're gonna see. We'll see for the future.
Well, like in your opinion, like if you have to like at least take a guess, who do you think who would you rate as the number one QB?
Number one QB. I mean,
That's a tough one.
Yanel, maybe Yanel. I mean, I saw him. He was throwing some serious dots.
Yeah.
I mean, Ibrahim. I think he could do it. He's really good. It's just that, like I said, we didn't have our number one receivers out there. We didn't have Hamad out there or Nadim out there. So we're gonna see for him. I think he'd do really good once Hamad and Nadim get here. He'll have options. So we're gonna wait and see for that. But for now, I'm giving Yanel. I'm giving it to Yanel.
Yanel. Who do you think, Omar? Well, honestly, in my opinion, there's two players that I think that should be. One, I think Tawfiq, because he's a really good QB. He could throw really deep. He could throw. He gives us instructions to play, and he's a very, very precise quarterback. Yeah, he can make some accurate throws.
He's one of those QBs that gives their players like plays. He'll tell them what to do, and then they'll do it, and then there you go. Like that's a few yards right there. So and he has a serious arm too, so he'd be good. He's a good player. He's a good QB.
But who's you said another one? Well, I did say. I was gonna say Alan actually, although I haven't seen him yet this league. But seeing from the past league, he as captain and QB, he was really good. His team actually did win that league last season. Yeah. So I think he might be another choice of a QB. Yeah. I mean, for me, if I have to pick, I would go with Anan. I mean, he's pretty good. Like his skills are pretty accurate, and like Omar said, last league he did win the MFL league, the youth league, and not only that, but like when we had the tryouts, the scrimmage, he threw one deep to Omar Yusuf, and it was like into the end zone. Like that was like a perfect throw.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I haven't seen Alan yet. I wasn't here for the previous leagues, but I keep hearing some good things about him. A bunch of people are praising him, but I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it. Next week I'll see him play, and I'll know it for myself.
Yeah. Well, I have kind of like a joke to say, something about Tawfiq and Omar Ahmed. Well, since they're both QBs, I call Tawfiq Jimmy Garoppolo because Jimmy Garoppolo is pretty good, but he also gets injured. Tawfiq's good, he gets injured. Let's hope not this week.
First game he's gonna get injured. Watch week 2, he gets injured. I know.
That's not Allah. For Omar Ahmed, I call him Lamar Jackson. Because Lamar Jackson, all he does is run. Omar Ahmed, he's pretty fast. He can run really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, inshallah, for the future leagues, well, we're gonna have the halakas starting this Saturday. After the last game. So make sure everyone has to come. So we can listen to some beautiful lectures.
Yeah, it's an hour long from 2 to 3. It's going to be after Dhuhr, inshallah. If all of you guys can make sure you come after the games.
I think it's 30 minutes. It's going to last till Dhuhr.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, all right. So if you guys all could stay after the games and watch, it'd be much appreciated.
Yeah. If you haven't already, just follow us on Instagram, MFL KC Youth. And yeah. All right, Jazakallah khairan, guys. Thank you for watching. See you guys next podcast.
Jazakallah khair, guys. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.